Hello everyone, this is Corina and Mihaela, and we are back with the part 2 of our off-the-grid metal edition. In the last part of this video, we showed you how to create the hanging system for this wall art. As you finish with the hanging system, now it's time to do the front part. For this step, you will need medical gauze and wood glue. You will need stripes of medical gauze and you will place them on the wire mesh. And after that, you will need a big brush to spread the wood glue. Just make sure that you add everywhere the medical gauze with the wood glue. This step is actually essential because it will hold the joint compound better and your 3D wall art won't crack. You will also need to add the wood glue with the medical gauze on the back of this wall art, and I think it's actually better to start with the front part as we did and then continue on the back. You can also use gloves for your hands so the wood glue won't stick on your nails. And as you finish doing this step, you can also leave the medical gauze with the wood glue to dry, or you can just add right away the joint compound as we did. Either way, it's fine. Okay, so now we are on the second step for this part and we are creating now the mixture for the joint compound. Also, don't forget to check the description of this video to find out about the materials that you can use to create a 3D wall art. So the proportion for this mixture is 2 parts powder of joint compound and 1 part water. Now you will have to mix them really well until you will get a thick paste that won't fall from your knife. As you finish mixing the joint compound, you will need to start to apply it on the back of the wall art. We recommend you to use a thin brush and try to spread it evenly on the back of the wall art. If you feel that the mixture is too sticky, you can put the brush in the water and then spread it again. This is going to be the first layer of joint compound. We will also do another layer, and for anyone that feels the need to do a third layer, it's actually fine. And now we are gonna apply the joint compound on the front of the wall art, and it's the same thing. Just take a thin brush and spread the joint compound evenly on the surface of the wall art. For a smoother result, you can also just place the brush into a bowl of water and then spread all over the wall art again. As you finish with the first layer of joint compound, you will need to let it dry for at least 24 hours. We are back with the next step after the joint compound has dried. Now you're gonna need a sandpaper and you will start on the back of the wall art. So for the first round of using the sandpaper, you can actually use one with the grit of 80 or maybe 100. As you start with the back of the wall art, we recommend you using a cloth underneath the wall art so it will not crack from the vibration. After you are done with the back of the wall art, you can turn it over and sandpaper the front part of the wall art. After you are done using the sandpaper, you will need to clean the wall art from the dust. For that you will need a clean brush, a cloth or a hair dryer. Once you cleaned your wall art, you can start to apply the second layer of the joint compound. And you will need to do the same thing. You will need to create your mixture, and after you are done creating your mixture, you will need to take a thin brush and spread the joint compound evenly on the surface of the wall art. After you are done with the second layer of joint compound, you can let it dry for at least 24 hours. If you feel the need to add a third layer, you can also do it. Just make sure that the paste is really thin when you apply it. As your second layer of joint compound has dried, now you can start to sandpaper the wall art again. And this time you will need a sandpaper with a grit of 180. Because our client wanted a metallic finish for this painting, we will need to do a base coat before applying the spray paint. And for this top coat, we used a water-based paint. You can also use acrylic paint or gesso for this top coat. And you'll just need to paint the 3D wall art on all faces. And after you are done with this layer, you will need to let it dry for a few hours. And now it's the final part, the metallic spray paint. And we actually discovered the spray paints from Montana, and we really enjoyed this collection, the metallic one. So you will need to shake the spray really well before applying it on the 3D wall art. They are a bit toxic, so we suggest you using them outside, and it would be really good if you can wear a mask and gloves. We started with the back of the wall art and then proceeded with the front part. We did multiple layers of spray paint until we reached the exact shade that we wanted. And between layers you will need to let the spray paint dry for a little bit, maybe from 20 minutes to 1 hour. And here is the final result. We had 4 pieces for this commission, and we would be really grateful if you would like to subscribe to our channel, comment, like, and maybe share it with someone that you think will love to do it.